Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series videos I would do for the last hour. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, it's an overcast day. There is a little bit of rain going on. It's got kind of a little bit of a spooky presentation to the day. One might even call it ghostly. But we'll get to that in a second. Yes, indeed. I'm going to go over there and eat some shit. I'm going to talk about it. Whilst I do so, I'm in the truck today, as y'all can hopefully see. Aside from being inside of the truck, I'm wearing a cool shirt, folks. When I wear a cool shirt, I like to highlight the cool shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing, folks? Boom! Kuma's Corner shirt. It's all stylized and stuff. What the hell is Kuma's Corner, folks? Well, you're about to be very inaugurated into that, but as a quick little thing, Kuma's Corner is a small chain of burger spots, like specialty burger places. They've been around for a while now. I don't know exactly how long, but I remember them being a thing even back when I was living in my original hometown, and that was a while ago now. So they've been around for a while. They have not a ton of locations, but numerous locations, mostly in Illinois. I think they might actually have at least one or two out of state now. But basically, they're sort of a bar and grill type place. They have a very specific atmosphere. It's very heavy metal oriented. They have metal playing, horror movies on the TV. It's a whole thing. It's a place for basically people like me to go get some burgers, listen to some good music, watch some good movies. What does that have to do with anything? What's with the ghosts and things? So what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, we're doing a burger from Kuma's. Specifically, their burger of the month. If I can get this to not go over there and lose its shit. We're doing that. Boom! Oh, God. We're doing the Ghost Burger from Kuma's Corner. What the hell is the Ghost Burger, folks? Well, as I said, Kuma's is a specialty burger spot. All of their burgers are named after bands, most typically metal bands, although sometimes they kind of veer a little bit into punk and what have you, but 99% I would say are metal. So you have burgers like the Black Sabbath, the Led Zeppelin, the Mastodon, so on and so forth. They also do a burger of the month, and that is a specific burger that is only going to be available for that month. It might not ever be available again, so get it when you can. The Ghost Burger is special, though. It came out a number of years ago. I think I was still working my gas station job, so probably about 7 or 8 years ago. And it's named after the band Ghost. Ghost, if you're not familiar, they're a little bit of a controversial band. Some people love them, some people hate them. But they've managed to go over there, maintain a presence for quite a while now, and they definitely have a loyal fan base. They also have a tendency to go over there and use sort of inverted religious imagery. That was part of the reason why this burger became so infamous at the time. Because you see, folks, one of the ingredients of said burger, and I'll try to show you without dropping the whole damn thing all over myself, is this little nugget right here. That's actually communion wafer. And at the time that this burger came out, boy oh boy did it cause a whole bunch of bullshit. Mind you, Kuma's always argued the fact that at the end of the day, it's unconsecrated. It's not, it's obviously used for the imagery and because of the association with the band that the burger is named after, but at the end of the day, it's unless it's consecrated, it's just a wafer. But anyway, I'm not getting into that whole bit. That's its own thing. I will, however, explain what the Ghost Burger is. It is a 10-ounce beef patty, braised goat shoulder, ghost pepper aioli, aged white cheddar, red wine reduction, and then, of course, the unconsecrated communion wafer. Now, folks, I've had people telling me for a while now, Brandon, you should go over there and review the burger spots that you go to. First of all, I do sometimes, but I do typed-up reviews, not sampler platter videos. Folks, trying to do something like this is difficult because unless I go over there and order specifically and take it out as I'm doing here, which I don't you know, sometimes I'm willing to do, other times it's too much hassle. I can't really do a review from inside the location. The music's too loud, there's patrons around, and then on top of that, you know, I'd have to, like, ask permission or something, otherwise I'd come off like a douchebag. So, this is a special occasion, though, because the Ghost Burger might be my favorite burger I've ever had. That's a hard thing to say, because, folks, I've had more burgers than any man oughta. But I do love the Ghost Burger. So when they announced that it was coming back for this month February, I had to get it. So, let's go over there. Let's eat this thing. It's almost certainly going to make a giant mess. Oh, God. And I'm actually breaking a cardinal rule for myself, which is that I don't go over there and order out from Kuma's. I always like to eat in the place for the full atmosphere, the whole thing. I want you to take a look at this. This is a burger, and some people complain. They're like, the burgers are too big, and folks, that's a matter of opinion. Your opinion can be as wrong as you want it to be. I don't, you know. That's not my, oh man, how am I making this happen? No, don't do that. Okay. Alright, let's try to eat a burger. Not spill shit everywhere. Mmm. One more point of contention. Another reason why I don't go over there and typically get burgers to go. I ordered medium rare. That's definitely more medium. Which is live-withable, but medium rare is where flavor lives, folks. It's so stupidly good. It's just... everything about it is wonderful. And the thing is, I've had a lot of Kuma's burgers over the years. I don't hit them up as often as I used to. I dial back my burgering for so many reasons. But, man, the Ghost Burger is something special. Folks, it's so meaty and delicious, it's goddamn ridiculous. First of all, it's one of the most savory things you'll ever eat. The really nice thing about it, though, is that I love that they chose to use goat alongside the beef. Because, obviously, combining meats on a burger isn't exactly groundbreaking stuff. It's been done. But choosing the right one is very important, because certain meats, I mean, they'll all work together, but some are going to get overwhelmed by other ones. With this, it works out perfectly, because not only is it its own very distinct flavor, it gives it this sort of gaminess that you don't typically get from beef. On top of that, it's also its own texture, whereas the ground beef is obviously, it's ground beef. Whereas conversely, the goat is more almost like a pulled pork type of thing. So, you bite into it, and it's extremely distinct. Both flavors are extremely rich, and they're both still managing to work together in congruence to make this an exceptionally good burger. Now, I will mention, they go over there, they bring up the ghost pepper aioli. It does give some heat to it. It is not an exceptional heat, especially by ghost pepper standards, but that's actually really good in my opinion. This is not a burger that needed a lot of heat, but having a little heat and letting it go over there and run through the burger, it opens up your taste buds. It just helps like flood in all of this. It's so good. And the amazing thing about it is you have all these really strong flavors All of them are distinct, all of them are doing something wonderful, and yet they're all coming together to make it what for me still might be my favorite burger of all time. I absolutely adore this thing. It's, and I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it has a controversy behind it. That is what it is. And the fact of the matter is that the communion wafer, it's just there as a garnish. It doesn't add anything really. It's just a bit of fun because of the tie-in with Ghost. But man, like the rest of the burger, it's one of those things where outside of any of the controversy, it's an exceptional burger. And Kuma's, even just their beef patties, they have a really distinct taste. It is, I can go to other, snazzy burger spots that are out there, and some of them are exceptionally good. Kuma's taste like Kuma's. It's every single time. Their beef is just, there's something about the way they prepare it. It's very, very special. And it just, like I said, just everything works really well. You've got the savoriness of the beef and the goat shoulder. You've got the heat of the ghost pepper aioli. You have it's lame to call it the cheesiness, but you have the cheese going over there, and it's like this wonderful, like, crisp, cheddar flavor that, despite everything, is still managing to be super flavorful. It's still super tasty. And then you have this, this red wine reduction that's going through the whole thing, and all it's doing, it's just going over there, it's elevating the savoriness, and it works so extremely well, folks. I really can't say enough good things about it. I don't know if I'll ever do another sampler platter review from Kuma's, because again, there's just so much more involved with it, plus it's a little bit of a trip and everything for me to make it out. But damn it, man, I had to for the Ghost Burger. It's too good. If you are fortunate enough to live in an area where there is a Kuma's, I absolutely have to recommend it. And mind you, your mileage may vary. Maybe it won't be the best burger. Maybe you won't even like it. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. I know that for a fact I will get this again. It's available for the entire month of February, the time I'm doing this. I might get it again at some point during the rest of the month. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't know that I need to have 2 in 1 month. I'm pretty sure every doctor in existence would tell me not to do that. But I might. Because screw medical science. No. But yeah, and as for recommending it, folks, if there's only one burger that you can choose to go over there and be your Kuma's experience, I cannot recommend the Ghost Burger enough. It does everything right that a burger should do. It's super duper flavorful. It's got a level of complexity, but it's all relatively simple stuff. It's a burger elevated properly. There's some bells and whistles. It's a little more involved than a classic burger. But fundamentally, the flavors that are going on, they're not like holy shit weird stuff. Like, I've had lots of weird burgers, folks. I've had burgers inside of wontons, burgers with marshmallows on them, the whole thing. This isn't that. This is a savory ass, just delicious burger that, it's, for me, like I said, it's still pretty much my favorite. So, anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your folks. We can go over there and have yourselves a truly Ghost Burger rest of your life, I guess. Because at the end of the day, folks, even though it comes and goes as it pleases, every time it's back around, everybody's happy. That's not a bad life to have. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not the easiest thing to do in the world, even as I'm over here eating an extremely delicious burger. Plus, I got a shirt. I actually got this shirt for free because I won a raffle. The only point of contention I have with this shirt was that I was supposed to get to choose whichever shirt I wanted, and they just gave me this one. I was like, oh, okay. There were other designs I liked more, but this one's, yeah, got some goat in my teeth. But at the end of the day, folks, there's going to be stressful situations. Things are going to make us frustrated. We might be tempted to be an asshole. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you don't have a Kumas around you. Like I said, they're mostly an Illinois thing. I don't know if there are other locations, because I know they at least had one other location out of state. I don't know if it's still around or not, but even if you don't, I would highly suggest going over there, seeing if there are any other specialty burger spots around you. Okay? Maybe you go over there, you find one, little hole-in-the-wall place. Go over there, you get yourself a delicious burger. Maybe it too is named after a band, but instead of being named after Ghost, it's named after Casey and the Sunshine Band. Because they had some hits back in the day. Boogeyman is a fucking great song, and it's one of those rare instances where you have Rob Zombie who did his version of it, and honestly, the Casey and the Sunshine Band is probably a little bit better, even though I like both versions. But then you go over there, you eat it. Turns out the guy who owns the place is one of the Casey and Sunshine Band members. Are they still alive? I have no idea. But you go over there, you strike up a conversation. All of a sudden, you're in the Casey and the Sunshine Band reunion tour that's going on. It's a whole thing, folks. It's a whole thing. Or conversely, maybe just go over there, find yourself a really great burger spot, have yourself a wonderful meal, and a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.